Well, good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So today's our daily reading. We're going to take a look at current situation and the influences around that. I'm going to use the Echoes of Atlantis today. This is a collective reading. It may or may not resonate, but let's take a look at what our energies are. Okay, let's get started. Whee! I hope you can hear me all right. I had to kind of move around stuff. Okay, we've got current situation, the moon, and present influence is, let me see if I can just turn it a little bit. Five of Pentacles, future influence, Queen of Swords. Okay, what we don't see, the Wheel, that's good. And what to watch for, Page of Wands, unexpected, Hermit, challenge, Queen of Pentacles, strength, Four of Wands, that's nice. And where does this lead, please? Knight of Cups, advice. Okay, anything after this Knight? Oh yeah, Two of Pentacles. I'm gonna pull a couple cards on the Knight. What is the Knight, please? It's definitely someone that's kind of got some balance going on. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. You know, it's interesting here too in this deck where these hands are like reaching out, but they know they have to go and they're blessing them along the way, or it looks like that to some degree, like giving them the okay. I don't know if those are elders, but I feel like there's this energy of, I feel like this is about you already moving on. Like there's something that you've been working towards, going towards, and moving towards that energy. However, I feel like you feel very, very, very unclear about what's happening. We have the moon here in the current situation. There's a feeling of unknowing, like you're not 100% sure. There's a little bit lack of confidence in what you feel like can happen, will happen, what's happening around you. I feel like and I feel like you feel that way, and that, I think that's what the Five of Pentacles is though as well. Like this is your influence. I don't think this is a situation. I feel like it's more like a feeling. There's a feeling of loss, and it doesn't necessarily mean like losing something or someone in particular. It's more like loss of direction. You know, when I pulled that, even though he looked like he knew where he was going, there was a feeling to me like they were kind of guiding him. But I feel like that energy of a loss of direction, and I feel like it's a moment in time. So in other words, I don't feel like this is a long-lived energy that's going to stop you or hold you back. It's just as we move through any kind of changes or doing something, there can be a point in time where we kind of second guess what we're doing and why we're doing it. And that's what I feel like this is, and that's what that loss is there's this just little bit of a disconnect in where you want to be and where you're going versus how you're getting there. The Queen of Swords is in the future influence, and I feel like that says that you are going to become very you'll know exactly where you want to go. You're going to be directed in the right place, and I feel like this queen is absolutely telling you that. So details will be influencing your near future. you paying attention to those details, you having a clearer vision of what you are doing and why, that it leaves that Five of Pentacles energy kind of away. And I do feel like this is a very fleeting thing, because we have really good cards, honestly. So this is just like a temporary hiccup. The wheel is in what we don't see. And I really feel like that's like so bright, but it's really pretty. Things are moving forward, and we just don't realize that this is happening. Again, that's why we feel this is kind of stuck, kind of lost, kind of feeling left out in the cold. But things are moving forward, and they are progressing the way they are supposed to, because I feel like that with the wheel, that it's a fated thing. What to watch for is the Page of Wands. I feel like this could be a couple different things. It could be a message for sure, because when the Page of Wands comes in, but look at, he's very happy, and he does have a map down here. It's like a discovery, but the wands are very excitable and have a lot of motivation. And I think what to watch for is you to get back right on the right track, whether it's via a message or just an idea or motivation, something. Look for that thing that will spark you to get you back on track again. And I feel like that's what that is. But knowing that you are headed in the right direction, you just need to grab hold of that motivation again. What's unexpected is the Hermit. And I feel like there's going to be a moment where, I feel like too, we had this, I think yesterday, and maybe not, maybe it was a couple days ago, but I feel like there is that feeling of, unexpectedly, I think you're going to discover a lot more. And when I say a lot more, there is something coming in here with this Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like it's like kind of balanced though as well. But I think there's, like, you're trying to discover yourself, and I think you are going to do that. See, the Hierophant is in our advice. So when I'm looking at all of these things, I'm thinking, be committed to whatever it is you're doing and stay focused on that. Queen of Swords. And I feel like that things will happen the way they're supposed to. I feel like that advice is telling you, because even though you might feel like it's just not quite right, it's just a temporary setback. And this Hermit, I think, is that unexpected self-discovery piece to this. So our challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that's just about this. I feel like it could be someone that maybe isn't agreeing with what you're doing, or you could be worried about, income or being stable. If you're doing something different with a job, it makes sense. But there's a feeling here of a goal that you want to reach, which is the Queen of Pentacles type of energy, where you're feeling very secure and safe and in a good place, but you create that place. And I feel like that energy is going to be a little bit difficult, because I think you're maybe over focused on it. However, the Four of Wands is in your strength, which is really nice, because it says, hey, you know what? There is going to be some kind of celebration here, or get together, that's going to help you put this all together. If this is work, maybe a work trip, a work outing. If it's home, it could be, anything. But I feel like there's an energy of celebration, and not just recognizing yourself, but the people around you. So I feel like that celebration, whatever that is going to be super beneficial in you moving forward. So the Knight of Cups is in where this leads, and I pulled a second card as well, which to me, this is about, well, when I look at the Knight of Cups, I automatically think romance. He's the very romantic knight, but romance is a lot of different things. It can be love, absolutely, but it also can be inspiration from a, a creative standpoint, or this energy could be anyone, not just a lover coming in. We had the Temperance, Four of Pentacles, and Knight of Swords that clarified this. So I do feel like there's a sense of this is something or someone that you've been really holding on to and finding a really better overall balance with them. And the Four of Pentacles is that holding on aspect. And the Knight of Swords, I feel like, is saying that this person is coming in quickly. Now, I also feel like it's all about balance because we have the Two of Pentacles in what comes after, where I feel like all of this kind of balances itself out. Love, work, home. You've got all of the cards. You got Pentacles, Wands, Swords, Cups. Not a ton of cups, but some. But we have a little bit of everything, and I feel like that's what this is, really putting an overall balance on things. Because once you really start moving ahead and discovering what you really want and what you can do, it puts a whole new spin on your future. So looking for that energy too, for that unexpected moment of clarity of self-discovery, and then mapping things out, looking for the direction you want to take, because this is a little bit off kilter here. It's like you need to move towards something, but I feel like you're not quite sure how to get there with the Moon and the Five of Pentacles in the current. But overall, this is good. This is good energy, and you're moving towards something that, if you're looking for love, I would say there is someone coming in, and it will show themselves, even with these clarifiers. But if it's not love, it's definitely finding something that really warms your creative side, your heart, something. The Hierophant is, in our advice, I think it's pretty simple. If you're working on something, stick with it, be consistent, commit to whatever that is. And if you commit yourself fully into something, you will succeed. You just have to give yourself a break a little bit and really just stay on top of it. When we commit to any kind of, especially longer term project, there's going to be ups and downs in that, whether it's a weight loss program or whether it's trying to, even like if we're trying to be more spiritual and meditate and reach our higher self, our higher power, however you want to see it. Those things take time, and you'll feel like you're doing really well, and then all of a sudden it's hard. And when it gets that way, maybe take a deep breath, take a step back for a day, but don't stay away long, because it's just a matter of getting accustomed and getting used to it and building a habit of doing whatever it is you're doing here. Because I think a lot of this is we've talked about a transformation for a long time. I think this is just all part of it. But there's really nice things happening. And I will say these cards are beautiful, but I do not always see just the positive in them, because the harder cards are kind of dark. And yeah. So I hope this makes sense. Let me know. Hit the like button. Give me a comment. I appreciate everything. Thank you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.